It says intro video. Howdy, howdy. Hope everybody is doing okay. I think I have audio. Hello, hello. I can hear myself anyway. I hope y'all can hear me. Got a different microphone. I had computer issues. What was it, last week? Or week before last? But I forgot to reinstall the app that this microphone came with, and I'm hoping it sounds okay. So, am I live or am I Memorex? Does it sound any different? Got the old cord here and the old mic over there. This is a USB mic, although it does have a port for the plug like that. What it's called slips my mind. Hello, Chris's Gigs. You're live. I think I'm alive. Readings. So does the audio sound okay? Because I just had the headphones on, and this is the first time I'm using this mic, so I really don't know. On StreamYard, I see the little bars moving, so I know it should be getting some output. I don't know if it'll sound better because the last live that I did, even my mother was commenting about the audio sounding horrible. I went back and listened to the replay, and it sounded terrible. But I kind of am thinking that it is maybe a power issue. So I've got this one run into a powered USB hub. So we're going to see how it works out anyway. Hello, Presley. Hello, Lisa. Mr. Wumble. Ray. Ray. Who am I missing? Pork Chop, how you doing? You been? Yeah, I'm thought. Well, it's showing 73 degrees in here, but y'all, I'm still wearing. I had on like a polo top shirt earlier, but as the evening progressed, it cooled off a little bit. We've got a north wind. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad. But it it's livable now. It was not livable last week. I mean, we was down in the single digits and could not do it. So, can I get a thumbs up on the audio or a thumbs down? I don't know if you can do a thumbs down or just tell me. Does it sound okay? Windy here tonight. Well, yeah, tomorrow is supposed to be windy and the wind's still out of the north, but Friday is supposed to be okay. Good deal. I think that's a thumbs up. I hope it's a thumbs up. And if I didn't say hi, Lisa, hi, Lisa. I think I did. I don't know. Anyhow, all right. Yeah, this thing even has some little RGB lighting going on down there. As long as I don't accidentally hit that mute button, we should be okay. Anyway, y'all, it's funny. China had their New Year's, a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't get any review products in, nothing. It's like they cut off, and I thought, oh boy, is their government said something about the U.S. now, or what's up? And now I'm getting flooded with stuff. Did Tim sneak in? Hello, Tim. Hello. Yeah, this microphone. I don't know. When I had adjusted it before, I had it coming down, and I thought it had more of a what do y'all call that, podcast sound to it, but I don't. Since I didn't have the app installed, I don't know. We will see. We will see what it sounds like. I mean, y'all know what it sounds like, but I'm going to have to go back and listen to the playback and see if we can. That mic, I really want that to follow me. Let's see. How can I do this? Get it down and out of the way. So directionally, you need to keep fairly close to the mic. Yeah. I don't know. So, I mean, hopefully it sounds good. Are you going to be able to use any of those lures that were in the tackle box review? Actually, that one, the topwater lure, I kind of want to keep it, but actually, I'm probably just going to sell the whole tackle box. What I really would like to have out of that tackle box is, I don't know if you noticed, it had a little pair of needle nose pliers, and the scissor part of it cut that fishing line really good. And that fishing line is hard to cut. It's not the monofilament type. It's harder to cut. Hello, Rick. But anyhow, yeah. We got all kinds. We got headlamps, knife sharpeners. I don't even know what else. I did get I had a cord for the solar panel to hook up to my, what do you call it, MTT little box. I got that hooked up, but the audio on that was going to sound bad for a review, so I just hooked it up, make sure it was going to work, and I'll do the review tomorrow, or I have to do it earlier in the morning before the wind picks up. So they wanted it done outside. And then I got a little canister of butane or propane. You should put a little burner on top of it, which I don't have. But they said, just tell people what it's about. And some of these sellers really get to me because they say, just do a box opening. You know, I mean, that's kind of like doing a box opening for a, what do you call these? Like a thermos type deal, and not actually using it. And how do you know if it's any good? I mean, you don't know if it's going to keep stuff cold or hot unless you use it. And I've turned down a few things that I was kind of interested in, but all they wanted was a box opening, but I didn't have the other stuff to go along with it to test it out. I just told them no. Anyway, everyone hit that like button. Yeah, man, there's quite a few people here, and I haven't been. I don't think I've done a live stream in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've been what do you call it? MIA. And by the way, Pork Chop, you were being asked about. And I said, springtime's coming back up, so you might be back in contact with them, and you know who I'm talking about. So I don't know. I said, I don't really know, but I will say one thing. This is harder to read. Let me see if I can make that a little bit. Whoa, that made me smaller, but it made the chat a little bigger. And I did sell my recliner. You know, I had that recliner sitting back there, and I had posted it on the trading post. Yeah, it's easy money if they're going to pay you. But the problem is, some of these sellers are not wanting to pay you. They just want you to show what it looks like when you get it. Yeah, that's just it. And yeah, I see, y'all don't see them, but comments on some of this stuff, they're kind of rude. But I guess when you have so many people watching your reviews and whatnot, you're gonna get some, which I'm good with it. That's fine. But they say there's no substance. You're not telling the quality. One person commented on one of the smart batteries that I did a review on, and they said that it had no substance and that I discussed nothing about the quality of it. And my answer was something like, I don't remember exactly, but I said it didn't have any cracks in the case and it didn't leak. I don't know what else you want to know. It's a battery. It's a 12-volt smart battery. All the details, I gave all that. But, you know, what do they mean, the quality? I mean, if I used it for a year or two, I could say, yeah, it lasted a year or two, but, you know, that ain't the way this works. Not while I'm doing this. Brandon, are you on X or Twitter? No. And honestly, do not have much interest in it. Got my headphones plugged in. This has got a headphone jack in the bottom of it. Make sure I didn't unplug the USB. I'm telling you, if y'all are wanting to start doing podcasts or stuff like that, in all honesty, the that Scarlett mic I got is a pretty high dollar microphone. This one, I think it was around $100. I think it sounds just as good, if not better. I don't know. Yeah. Well, it wasn't Luna. It was what's her Amber? It was Amber asking. More news breaks. Most people think you get paid to say good things about the stuff. Yeah, some of them do, but that's when you do it on Amazon. I don't really. Let's see. No, I don't really have to do it on the YouTube ones, but on Amazon, I have to disclose that I was sent the product. When I first started doing them, I tried to say, even though they sent this to me, I'm going to give my honest opinion, blah, blah, blah. But when you do so many reviews over and over, it's really repetitious. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to hear a minute and a half or a minute of conversation before I find out about this cup right here. I want to say, this was sent to me by the good folks over at blah, blah, blah. And here's what I think about it 10, 15 seconds. That's all. I don't want to listen to their life history for a minute, minute and a half. I don't have the patience for it, and neither does anybody else. Sounds like you need to stay about 6 inches or so from the mic. You turn your head to the right and the volume drops. Okay. That was another thing. That's what's bad. It might be better. Y'all remember I had the little lav mic? It might be better to use that, and I could clip it onto my hat, and it wouldn't matter which way I turned my head, because I'm not good about staying right in front of the camera, and I'm already self-conscious about some things, but I try to keep that right. But then I get wound up and start talking about stuff, and I don't pay any attention. I turn my head, I bend over, So the lav mic might be a better deal. But as far as getting paid, really, probably, oh Lord, I don't know how many I've got right now. Right now, since the first year, because I started a new spreadsheet type paper, it's Google Docs is what I'm using now, because I can go from one computer to another computer, go to mom's, go wherever, and I can still pull it up, and I don't have to transfer files and whatnot. But anyway, I think there's about 10 on there, and only 2 of them pay. But that's why I've started turning down a lot of things. It's because I'm doing this full time now. I went from, doing the gig work full time to this is honestly more full time. Granted, for the last 2 weeks, I've done a lot of sparking. I made, it was February of last year was the last time I broke $400. In February of this year, and broke 400 again. This does have a gain on it, so I guess if I was close, I might could turn it down. Here you go. Delete the comment on the videos. You're not obligated to leave them on YouTube channels. No, I'm not, but I haven't deleted any. I mean, I haven't had anybody like really cussing a lot, or some of them are just being a little bit of jerks. But I'll deal with them, if I don't really have a comment to come back with, which a couple of times I've kind of mouthed back off a little bit. But the majority of them, I just say, thank you for watching. And I don't say anything else. You know, although if I did comment back and kind of rib them a little bit back, and they rib me back a little bit, then that's going to build up the what do you call it, interaction. You know, it'll make the algorithm look better. But I don't know. Most people are not worth talking to, and y'all know as well as I do. There's a billion trolls out there that just want to start crap, and because they're lacking attention, they're seeking it. I just whatever. Now, if somebody got on there and really was really bad and stuff, I wouldn't want my family to read or anything. I would probably delete it. But so far, those are the omnidirectional mics. They pick up sound equally from all directions, 360 degrees. I know. Let's see. Can you hear that? Because when I was testing that mic out, I was tapping the desk, and you could hear it, and it sounded like a drum. You can use the new Greco on X and Twitter to create product review scripts. If it's trying to remember scripts and stuff like that, or lines and what you should say, I am not good at all. I am what do you call that? Like when you're in a play or something and there's no lines, you just go with it. I forget the word for it, but I'm more of that. You throw something at me, I'll come back with something. But as far as memorizing stuff, I am no good. I want to get a different. Well, let me get back up here by the mic because Jim said he couldn't hear me. Let's see. I want to get I'd really like to get a different setup than this stand because when you bump the desk, the camera moves, the mic moves, everything moves. But see, I don't have this little piece that's supposed to, I guess it absorbs noise and stuff like that and the vibration. Because when you tap on the desk, it's kind of loud. But that's what I was using. And I don't know. I was just wondering if it was the only reason why I switched mics is because of the last live stream. The audio was cutting in and out and staticky. And I've got a 2 gig connection, so it shouldn't be the internet. Shouldn't be. Could be, but it shouldn't be. But the low voltage, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that maybe. It's all in the prompt. You just ask the AI, write me a 20-second product review script for the Samsung EDU, the Bromac, boom, and great script pops up. There's some AIs out there that will. Brian G. Johnson has been messing with one, and he actually did a whole video that wasn't really him. It was all AI generated from him to his voice and everything. He just typed a few different things, and the AI learns you, and it just did the whole video. But I really don't want to do that because I'm afraid too many people are going to start doing it, and we're going to lose that human touch to it. It's the sci-fi movies of 30 years ago is what we're experiencing. Like, what was that? RoboCop and all that. I'm afraid. I like AI, but I'm afraid some of it's going to get a little too carried away, and we're going to lose personalities. everything is going to be, AI generated. Growth will continue to get better. It has Elon and X backing. Oh, yeah. Terminator, yeah. And iRobot and all that. And I don't know. I will say the AI part that I do use is when I'm creating, and you kind of helped me on this one, Tim, is I was writing titles. I think Ray did too. Ray mentioned it, but writing titles and descriptions and keywords and stuff like that. Yeah, titles and descriptions and keywords and SEO friendly keywords and phrases, 500 characters or less. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier, but then you have to rewrite another title for 60 characters or less because Amazon's 60 characters and YouTube is 100 characters. It's all right. And they have the AI generated thumbnails you can do as well. But I don't have an issue with thumbnails. I do ask it what would be good words to attention getting SEO friendly words to put on a thumbnail. Because if y'all notice, some of them are really kind of far fetched. Like the tackle box that I just did is the ultimate tackle box. No, it's not. It's a ultimate tackle box for a beginner. There's a couple of good things in it, but ultimate, no, it's not the ultimate. Hello, Money Struggles. I haven't been on here. Oh man, it has been so cold here. And what, 3 weeks? I think it's been 3 weeks since I've done a live stream. Trying out this new mic tonight, so I don't know how it's going to sound. But yeah, we was in 7 degrees, and I think it got down to 4 degrees one night. I was really kind of, because I had to just turn this. I came back over here for one night, and it was $15. I know that don't sound much, but it was my energy use was $15 worth of energy in that one night. Multiply that times 30. I'd have made an electric bill at $450. So that is why I was not here. Excuse me. But anyway, yeah, the AI stuff, I'm just not, I don't know. I got mixed feelings on it, but writing titles and descriptions and stuff I think's fine, but creating an entire review or a video, because there's people creating entire videos using AI, and you kind of lose the person, the human aspect of it. But I don't know. We will see how it goes. I did get a new electric desk. When I moved to this house, I didn't lose the cord. Either my son-in-law or one of my grandkids unplugged it from the desk and put it somewhere, the cord. So the desk was worthless. But I had the opportunity to do a review on just the frame. And so I got my new desk. I took the top off my old one and put on this one. But I'd kind of like to get a lot bigger tabletop because it'll go up to 70 inches or something. I don't need to go that big, but it's nice. I don't think it's worth $239, but it's nice. I've done some shorts created completely with AI. I haven't really dove that deep into it, just the titles and descriptions. It's coming whether you hop on the train or not. Yeah, you're probably right. Got to get ahead of it. Maximize your potential. I know. I know. I don't know. It would I've got like I said earlier, I've got a headlamp right there, a knife sharpener. What else did I have right here? And I brought this in here actually last night to start doing reviews on. There's a headlamp. Oh, the HDMI things, and I could probably put this in an AI, and it would write and create and everything, the entire review, and all I'd have to do is upload it. But I don't know. The title we already know about is a lot more than the masses do out there in the world. Yeah. Tell me the brand and model number of that. Of which I've got a El Cheapo knife sharpener. The thing's only $8 on Amazon, but I bet I can get $5 for that at the flea market. Or I already asked my mom; she needed it. Here's the headlamp. This man. Let's see. I've got my lights turned off in here, and I'm half blind. Really half blind for real. But anyway, so we're going to high quality lighting manufacturers. Heck, I don't know. You know how this stuff is from China. It don't have model numbers and. Well, let's see if this does. Oh, here we go. I don't know how you'd spell or pronounce that, but yeah, you can read that. And that was model number A8. Oh, cool. Somebody wants to buy that dash cam. That dash cam that I did a review on a while back. If y'all are talking about AI, that one's got, is that what it was? It's WELUSOPU. Yeah, A8, Alpha 8. But that thing will tell you, it verbally tells you that there's cars beside you, there's a approaching car, a quickly, fast approaching car behind you, stuff like that. That clock looks really cool back there, doesn't it? That is weird looking. I'm gonna have to open new window. I'm gonna have to open YouTube in a new window to click on that link. Oh, got a Temu knife set. Oh, and this is exactly the same thing. It looks like. Y'all wanna do a box opener real quick? I can put it back in there so we can act like it's new. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, and it's got the I think this is for scissors. Yeah, that's probably the same exact thing there too. It's like $9 on, Amazon. What is that HDMI? Oh, HDMI thing? Oh, it's yeah, it's a, you can plug it the uh, HDMI receiver and transmitter. You can plug it into your, like, your laptop and the receiver into your TV and use your TV for monitor. You can also plug it into your if you use the camera with HDMI ports on it, even a mini HDMI. The last one I did had a mini HDMI adapter. I don't know if this uh, was doing, studio photography. You could put it up on a big screen, what you're taking a picture of and stuff. Really cool, but, the thing about them is they still require power. So, they say it's wireless, and technically, you have to run a wire across the room, but you still have to have power, so you gotta have a power supply. So if you got a TV up on a wall, you still have to have it cooled down to charge it and plug it into a USB model. It's as I've got somebody should be right here on my Facebook because I found I was wanting to buy it. I was going to keep it, but, after I really thought about it, it's not worth because it's heavier cable. It's not really worth me taking I'm doing this on my phone. I've got a computer in front of me. Um, it's not worth taking it all my current one all out and then putting that is my oh, good lord. Come on now. Making this too complicated. Eyes dash cam, front and rear. Um, and it's got actually got two lenses on the front. One is a zoom and one is just your regular. It will read street signs better. It's more clear. It's a better camera. It's not really worth me swapping it all out. And, you can spend $39 on a dash cam, spend $300 on a dash cam, and both of them record the car going out in front of you. Just some of them offer some different options. Uh, but it's a good one. To keep it, but it's just not worth it to me. I've got the, uh, 3 channel in my car, car. When I got it, thought I was gonna do some, lift. I never did any lift. I just didn't do it. Um, please type it in chat. Oh, mm, boo, 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 I can do better than that. Let's see, where is Grandpa random reviews. Mm, well, that didn't work. Oh yeah, there it is. Boom, 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 boom. Here, I'll just copy that whole thing. Oh man, the audio is going out again. Don't tell me that. Uh, We're still powered on. Stay tuned for more reviews. Oh, hey everyone, today is checking out the. That's another thing about doing reviews. It's hard to pronounce some of this stuff. That's why most of us it was sent to me, but some of them I can pronounce. I said, "We got folks who are Waikiki." I can't pronounce most of it. That's cool. 100 feet away. Yeah. The video, Crispin barely any lag. I did that review. Huh. That's cool. Man, it's the deal. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, is that better? Did I have it on mute? Is it still cutting in and out? Because it doesn't sound bad through the headphones, but I don't know. We're gonna have to figure this out because nobody else has that problem, just me. Well, they might, but anyway, is that better? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So Rick, there's a link to the Amazon. So yes, 299.99. Yeah, when I see that, I can tell that I'm losing it. I'm gonna we're fixing to switch something up real quick. Bear with me. Just y'all bear with me for just a moment. Settings, audio, microphone. I don't know. This one's not showing up. Hello? Hey, okay. Hello, hello. Now, is that better? I have no idea if it's coming out right. If y'all will let me know, I can barely hear you. How's that better? Can't remember. I think the one light was noise canceling, and the other light is just the power. All right. Now, is that better? We're gonna get this mic. That's terrible. You got big fancy mics and they sound like crap. I don't know if it's the computer. I really don't know. It's aggravating. Bravo. That's good. Hold it. We're gonna move this. Get this cord out of the way here. Let me do away with all that crap. Who needs it? So is that all right right there? I'm not gonna change anything until I know what position we are in that you're saying is good. Cool. Okay. I may just sell this microphone because if it's not gonna work right, I just thought it might sound better and stuff. But if this sounds good, then I want all that. I mean, it looks cool and fancy and all that, but if it doesn't do the job, or it starts cutting out in the middle of the live stream, I don't know why. I don't know what would cause that. I'm open for suggestions. I need an audio advisor. It is nice not to have to worry about that microphone up in your face, though. And if I decide to get up and walk over there, I can. Look on Marketplace for Samsung CO1U Pro, a really good mic, and you can find them cheap. And mine brand new in box between. Well, my whole thing is I've got that Scarlett mic is with the Scarlett box and all that. That's I don't even know. It's expensive. Uh, Scarlett. Yeah, there we go. It's focused right. Just the little control box is 200 bucks. And that's not the microphone. Mm. Well, the whole system, the headphones that I got, the box, and the mic is 299.99. I mean, that's kind of high. I guess that's what I need to work on. Maybe it's not necessarily the mics, but I don't understand how why it's cutting in and out. I mean, it's because that one live stream about 3 weeks ago, even my mom had texted me and said that I was cutting out, and Ray said it, but when I went to listen to the, replay, it was like it was getting like a buzzing and just dropping the signal completely, like he was losing internet and it was just kinda breaking up and everything. I got a 2 gig connection, so it shouldn't have that's upstream and downstream. I thought about one of those Shure mics, that Sure or however you spell it. This one is what I was just using, and I thought it might be because of running that XLR cable and that's just pulling too much juice, but Mayono, however you pronounce that. Boom, boom, boom. Maono. You did best when I did that review. See, this mic is only 49.90, so well, yeah. Oh, how much is it? You got let's see, present, share screen, go, there we go. Let's just let's just do some shopping. I ain't got nothing up there to everybody knows the name. Just I will say one thing that I do think I like the one that would go on on a table rather than this boom arm, unless I could get wall mount, but I'd like to have that camera too, that way it doesn't shake the desk. See 148, but I don't know if it's the computer in and out, I can buy $500 mic, it wouldn't make a difference. Good. I might spend it a little, but, okay, let's look up let's see, is that a 0? Oh, 0, 1, 2, oh, oop, okay, there you go. First one, yeah. Oh, that's got the headphone jack right there too. I don't know. You don't think that I'm gonna have the same problem with your head? You just get a one coming down out of the ceiling, hanging right like they used to reviews on Johnny Carson and stuff? Would you boom on 'em? Maybe I could hire somebody to follow me around with it. What USPS not worth. Is that what the other one was? Oh, oh, yeah, those you can get those hubs pretty cheap now. If here's a little bit of advice, if anybody is watching this, they're thinking about getting one of these USPS, do not get one like in this picture right here, get a powered one that runs separate power because you're pulling more juice off of your laptop or your computer and if your computer is off, you can't charge your phones and stuff through those ports unless it's got a separate power supply, which I highly recommend because they're not that much anymore. I've done some reviews on some and cheaper ones, more expensive ones, and they all are about the same. Yours is a boom, not Johnny Carson stuff. Well, you saw like this one. Look at this. It's got the boom on there, right there, and then it comes down and connects to the desk. I didn't take it out, actually. There's the boom arm right there, but it connects to your desk. I didn't see no use in taking this off and putting another one up because I pretty much I bought this one though. I need for real to do something about this audio. And I don't. This may be the this may be the easiest way to go. I would, in all honesty, what would make more sense, in all reality, what would make more sense would be get the DJI twos, the microphone, off mic, and I could use it during live streams, and I could use it out during reviews. This one does not have the internal recorder on it. The ones that I do have, where they're at. Oh, this one, all it does that I don't need the receiver. All I need is the transmitter. I can hit the record button right over here and record directly into this. You just have to sync up your audio with the video. That's not that big a deal. That's what I'm thinking. Well, come on over and check this out, Tim. It's just right down the road, you know, 300 miles. I don't know if you check the settings, I've never changed anything. I don't know. On your way, uh, we can do a review when you get here and write that mileage off on your taxes. I did, I'm not really personally talk to somebody that does taxes professionally, but she made a comment on a local Facebook group that she does taxes. And she said that, like with the gig apps, we can take off our mileage, but you can't do depreciation, all that. You can either do one or the other. But she told me doing that, this wasn't a private message. Elaborate message there on Facebook. Everybody can. She said something to the effect that on your gig apps, you can use your mileage, but when you're doing Amazon, You can also use your phone bill, rent, mortgage, whatever, all that. You can use all of that. I don't know. Definitely, I might get by with it one more year because probably put it down as a hobby again. But I think next year the income is going to be too high to put it down as a hobby. I mean, it's not like it's millions. Oh, we don't have these. Yeah, I can even after talking to the computer guy on changing the hard drive on this computer, I'm not even real sure I can do that anymore because he said it's not plug and play with the S, solid state drives because you have to go in there and change something to make it recognize it as a solid state drive and not just a drive. I don't know. I used to keep up with all this stuff, and I used to build my own computers and all that, but things have changed. It went from hard to really easy and back to hard again. You're an independent contractor is basically running your own business, which comes with plenty of tax deductible business expenses. Yeah, but what I think I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do this as 2 different businesses, you know, um, because like the gig apps, you're using your phone all the time, but you're not supposed to be able to deduct all that on your taxes if you're doing the mileage, and your oil changes, your tire changes, and all that. But since I have to go in my vehicle to like I did the tackle box the other day, so I had to drive, to 20 miles to do that review. That was business expense, traveling expenses. Taco Casa, I had to stop at Taco Casa since I was right there. I don't know. I just, mm, yeah, I really should because in all honesty, this house, this internet, electricity I use, 90% of it's all work related. I don't watch TV for entertainment. I don't have company over and entertain. Um, every everything this is basically an office that I sleep at. And you can look. This is an office. The next room is a supply closet or supply room, storage room. The living room is where I put a lot of this stuff together. I got a desk to put together now. I think they would frown if I put a $450 utility bill on it 'cause I know you can only do it for so much, but I don't know. I don't want eyebrows raised, but I'm already on a payment plan with IRS, you know, and probably will be going down. They take $25 out a month from now on probably because of the buying program stuff. I realized that you had to pay taxes on all that. So lived and learned. You don't mess with it now. But it it was beneficial for me at the time, and it helped get me where I'm at now. No tax on tips is getting approved. That'll be nice. Well, I guess that'll be in effect for next year. Well, I guess it'll be this year, but when you file your taxes next year. But the more I get away from Spark, the less that I'm going to have tips. And I have the sales website and run it from home. I've always written off part of the house for work, part of the electric too. Anything work related goes towards tax write-offs. Yeah, see that I don't. Man, I wish my dad was still around. He wasn't a tax man, but he did do taxes for H&R Block during tax season. But he kept up. He read up on all that, kept up with it. And that he's been gone 25 years, actually 25 years and a month now. But that's why this lady that was on Facebook, I don't know. I may just talk to her. I might ought to do it this year. Probably at least 95% of my income is all tips, thanks to the catering orders. I don't remember. I remember looking at it, and I don't think you can see it on the Spark app. Allow location use. Yes. By the way, I guess with the new updates on Spark, it's making you start like a new driver and everything. You have to sign. Wow, this is different for those who do Spark. If you can see that, I've never seen that like that. That's new. Done. Enter code. Skip. Oh, it's just scrolling through some stuff. But they had a new terms of service. So I need to read that. Okay, I may go live tomorrow night on Dash and Grandpa, and we discuss that. Well, 4150 is what I've made this week, and that is from tips from Sunday. I don't know. Like I made 185 today from an order. 175 of that was the tip. Well, that ain't no lie though, for real. Because like on Spark, I think the base pay on a shopping order is $11, and I won't do one for less than $18 and up. So you're looking at on average $10 tip. So it's about a 50, close to a 50-50 deal. Because some of your tips are $15 and the base pay is 11. So yeah, you actually probably make more in tips than you do base pays. I also did a small one around $39.40 and $29.40 was the tip. No matter the size of the order. Wow. But now correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you have to, your deductions, don't they have to add up to more than your what's it called? Your automatic allowed amount. What is it? Like what is it, 2,500 or something like that? Standard deduction. But doesn't all that have to add up to more than that before it's worth even doing? Which if you was going to do, man, if you was going to do half the rent, there's no doubt that, I don't know why my camera turned off. There's no, I've got 2 security cameras I got to do reviews on. Come on. There we go. Wake up. Man, I'm not hitting the right button. There we go. Oh, I did that. Next year, my deductions will be way more than my taxable income. You know, that lady did mention that you're supposed to be filling out some kind of special form. And maybe I do, and I just don't know it because I use TaxSlayer. I pay like 50 or 60 bucks for it, but I use TaxSlayer. So maybe I do that form and I just don't realize it. You can't do half the rent here for a home office. It used to be 15% of your rent or mortgage was the highest you could write off. Really? But man, for me, way over half of this rent is work. All I do is sleep here and occasionally eat. The rest of it's doing reviews, doing edits, and it's all work related. I don't know. That's why I need to talk to either that lady or somebody because I did know a tax guy, but he was from California or somewhere. But it was my mom's and dad's old neighbor that passed away, and it was his stepson, and he wound up moving here to kind of help Don do some of the finalizing and all that, and he wound up staying here. I think he lives in Henrietta now. But anyway, he's older, but studio office. But there's so many stipulations when it comes to Amazon and even Amazon buying and all that. I don't know. You can. It's nobody knows much about it. That's why I just don't know. I only pay attention once a year, but I think you have to pay the self-employment taxes as well. Yes, that lady did mention something about that. I didn't question much because it was in the public eye, and I don't need anybody calling the IRS and giving them my name. I don't want any, I don't want no eyebrows raised. You don't write the whole house off if you got a home office. You measure that part of the room and its percentage of the utilities, property tax, etc. You can't write off the whole amount. Yeah, but if I was going to measure, that would be this room completely. But see, that next room is storage, and then most everything I do in the living room is doing assembly of the products in the video, and so that's why I say technically over half of this house is business. And as far as the utilities go, man, this electric bill, keeping it warm in here, that's part of business. I don't know. I just don't want. I don't know. If I could write 50% off, what is 8/12s is 800, be 8,000. Well, even at 800 at 10 months, that's $8,000. And if your standard deduction is what, 2,500, 2,400, I don't even know. And that's way more than that. Even if you can write half of it, because that would be $4,000. I don't know. Yeah, you're right about that, Tim. That's what they're trying to push for. I have gotten to where I'm not a political person, but I read a lot on these news breaks of different things that Musk and Trump does and whatnot. And some of the comments that some of these people are making, I don't understand. It's like some of them are totally against what Musk is doing. And I'm like, so you're good with paying somebody Social Security that is like 304 years old? Because if I remember right, there was 2 or 3 that was 300 years old or older, and several that was 200 years or older, and a bunch that was 150 years and older collecting Social Security. And I don't understand how anybody can be good with that. I'm not saying everything they're doing is great, but overall, I'm completely satisfied. And I will say this. I did read an article and it said, or watched a video or something on the NBC or CBS, Fox News, one of them, and the guy talking said that no private sector company asks their employees what they do in their job. And that is wrong, because I had to do it at Blue Cross and Blue Shield, and I had to do it in the state of Texas. Every year we had to write a paper to say what our responsibilities were and what we did. So that was wrong. I don't know about all jobs, but you might not have to do it at Walmart, but state hospital, state of Texas, you do. And at Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, you do. That's mostly what I watch on YouTube now. There's political stuff and that kind of thing. It's just amazing in people's comments. They wouldn't question the amount of your utilities because you will have the bills to show what you pay. That's true. Worked for Continental Airlines when we had an annual review. Yeah. The email was mainly to get the reply. Yeah, any kind of reply makes sure the person is both. Yep, exactly. Exactly. And like they said, there are some federal jobs, when you start talking about CIA and FBI, they can't put on there. And that's what Elon Musk and his crew has said. There's some things that they're not expecting them to. And then that email, it said, do not disclose any secrets and stuff like that. Whatever, I can't remember how it was worded. But anyway, yeah. Next thing. We'll see what happens. But I would say I did my job as prescribed. There's one guy, and he was on. It was legitimate news. It was Fox, but he's got some kind of show that he does. And I got watching it. It kept playing over and over on YouTube last night. The different ones, and he's like a comedian news broadcaster for Fox. It's Fox Network, Fox News. And some of the stuff he says, I don't know how he gets away with it, but it's funny. And that might be it. That sounds right. And that is funny. Yeah, just any kind of response. I think that guy had said something about Elon Musk. His 5 things was making 5 babies in the last 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, taxes is definitely a thing. So has this mic been cutting in and out too, or are we all good on that? I'd never heard of him until I watched the news break the other day, and then it started popping up on my computer. Who said, yeah, that's something else. Never mind. Usually a Democrat. Yeah. So if this mic is doing good, I'm just going to go with this for now. I don't, because if I spent $50 or $200 on another microphone and it kept breaking up, just like these two microphones, wouldn't be better off. But I do think if I'm going to do microphones, I'm going to get the good lapel mics, lav mics. I think that would, and see, that would be tax deductible 100%. I mean, not, they won't let you deduct 100% of it, but 100% of it would be used for work. I need to be, but to be honest with you, I am not tired at all. I got to meet this guy tomorrow to see if he wants to buy it. Well, he already said he wants to buy a dash cam. He was asking if they're easy to hook up. And I'm like, you stick it to your windshield and plug in the power cord. That's it. No programming, no nothing. A mic to wear over your head. I know there's a couple of TikTokers, big TikTokers, and product reviewers that wear their mic right here on the bill of their cap. But risk against their cheap. Well, I mean, you've got like like this, you know. You got that, which I can't find the power cord for this one, and this was the better one. Sounded better on phone calls. Yeah, that's what this is, Bluetooth. But, well, I don't think StreamYard will let you use Bluetooth. I think I tried that once before. I don't know if the DJI microphones will Bluetooth that. I don't know. But I bet. I think this is going to be the way to go, to be honest. Because if y'all are saying this is not breaking up at all, and I can turn, I can look, I can be all around, I don't have to just sit here and stare at the camera. Maybe I ought to start doing this. Maybe like Ray Charles. And then I wouldn't. One person made a comment that they couldn't concentrate on the video because one eye was looking at the moon. Well, that's the first time I've heard it worded like that. I've been called a lot of things and heard a lot of things, but I've never heard that one. Good night, Pork Chop. Make sure you talk to Luna and them before long. They're missing you, they said. Missing you doing the work for free, and I don't know. I don't blame you for whatever you decide to do. But anyway, thanks for being here. Have a great night. I need to do this head. I was going to put the desk together tonight, but I don't know. It's 10:30 now. Oh, yeah, it is 10:30. I've been rattling. But I don't know, y'all. If I really think this might be what, do y'all, let's have a vote real quick. Is this the way to go? Is it like a lav mic, whether it's this one or a DJI or whatever? Or should I try to work on stuff like this? I say let's sell this or give it away or something. It might work, but it might work good for somebody, but it's not working too good for me. I could sell that Scarlett stuff. Or, well, I kind of, I just say I could sell that, but I kind of like to keep the headphones. So I don't know about that. Maybe I should. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, everybody got quiet. Not, don't tell me everybody went to bed at once, and I'm just sitting there rattling to myself. I like the sound of the big mic, but it cuts in and out. So does it? Now that mic, this one had the software that I put on it, and I kicked the bass up on it. So I wonder though if you can get a software if you're doing it like this, because if you're just making a video, you can do the audio, you can boost the bass on that. But yeah, I really wanted it to sound like a podcast, but I don't know how everybody is doing it and their mics are not cutting out. Oh, this was cutting in it? Boy, I just can't win for losing. I don't know what to do. I guess I need to be doing reviews and not looking stuff up. Say anything. I am lost at what I need to be doing on the audio. I just don't know how to fix it. Always, if something ain't sounding right or something, be sure to tell me. The Mattel mic, the Mattel mic sounds good. I was trying to find. What is his name? Roman Brunswick, Johnson, Roger, Nate Black, Kathleen freaking reviews. David Manning, that's who I was looking for. Because he's the one that's been doing a lot of the microphones. Because it was the DJI. He was doing it on cameras too, as far as the GoPro and the DJI and the Action 5. DJI Mic 2. That's what I was making up with. But I wonder if you can get software for those. My PC likes to switch my mic settings to my Bluetooth speakers, which are speakers, not a mic. Well, wouldn't you just look, like right click on your speaker and go to open volume mix or sound settings? But see, none of this has changed. Mono audio, combine left and right channels into one. I mean, I could turn that on, but I don't know if that would make much difference. It does still have, this has the Scarlett mic checked. Share screen in the window. Is that the right one? See, it's still got the Scarlett Max Solo checked. Maybe I needed to switch it to, I don't know what difference that would make. Just change the default. Hmm. Hello, T-Ron. We're having audio talks and let's see, did I turn that off? Settings, audio. Hello, hello. Now, I wonder if it sounds any different, but it probably sounds better. But the thing is, if it starts cutting out and everything, and if I could keep my face right here all the time, it would probably be okay. I don't know. Oh, that's the hard things in life, like microphones. Yeah, well, I switched back over to this now. Hello, hello. Well, now it's working again. So I don't know. My phone PDX 100. Is that still going to work? Is hello, hello? I don't know. Yeah, I think I accidentally hit the button up on the mic here. Have a loose connection. It's just a USB cord that's plugged into the USB outlet. Oh, no. It wouldn't be bad if we could turn it up and get it completely out of frame. Get this cord out of the way. But now I don't know if the gain's turned up enough to where you can hear me. Yeah, this one has a mute button and a gain button right here. I can't get it around there. Yeah. Well, let's see. But are you going to be able to hear me now? So can you hear me good now? And does it? I wonder if that would help if I moved around because it's going to be up there. So don't know. It may be too quiet. It's way up there. That's originally where I had it sitting, and I had the audio and all that set right. So that sounds good right there. I was hoping I'd have an excuse to buy the DJI 2 ones. Sounds fine now. But it would be better because if I move around, the microphone is still there. I wonder if that's how Nick Nimmin does his, because I never see his microphones. I'm just wondering, does he have them above? This sounds good. Okay. Well, we're just gonna go with that then. Put this back on the charger. Down to 75%. I don't know what I'm going to do with these, but I do think I will keep them in case I need to walk around the house. Here's mic all over the place. Yeah, he's probably running like different mics. That way, if he moves, it's all the same. But he's got that soundboard too. I remember him talking about it. That thing's high. I remember there was a guy a while back, you probably heard him too. He said that he was in from some other country or something, but he was where they are, and he wasn't wanting to come by and look at the studio. And they said, nope. Made it real clear, and nobody's coming up there. Really weird how much you can move around now, and I can still hear you, whereas before you barely moved away and it got choppy. Well, maybe we are learning something, or I'm learning something anyway. Yeah. The guy that was over there, he was from somewhere else, but he was in the same town that they're in. Or I don't know if they call them towns or communities, or I don't know. I watched a video on Thailand over a while back, and this girl was renting a house, and it had a pool and everything. I mean, it was really nice. It wasn't like an individual house; it was like a townhome. They had their own private pool and all that. And it was like, she said it was 600. It was either $600 or $700 American dollars a month. They said things are a lot cheaper there. And then they've got all the modern stuff. Oh, $460 a month. Was it that much? You may have seen the same video. Yeah. My only thing is, I am too spoiled to food. Might be a good thing though. I might lose some weight, but I can't do rice, and I know everybody I know eats rice. I just can't do rice. And they probably eat a lot of rice and a lot of chicken. I don't know. I would make that number up. It was cheap. I remember that, and she had their own private pool and all that. It wasn't a big pool, but about half the size of people I know's got pools, but still enough to swim from one end to the other. Enough to play volleyball in. But, man, I don't know on the microphone deal. I guess we're going to go with this. You'll be eating the cats and dogs. Yeah, that's true. You know, in all honesty, I believed what good and well. Trump was told that. He didn't know that. That's just what he was told. However, I will say this: when I worked for the city, when I was on the mowing crew, we mowed the water towers. One of the water towers is next to a lower income neighborhood, And we would have plastic trash bags with cat carcasses, and the people living next door was from an Asian descent. I don't know for sure, but they obviously ate cats, because they would throw them across the fence. First time Kevin, the guy I worked with, he hit that with a mower blade, and it was a mess. Then we started checking. So they do eat them, and that was right here in Wichita Falls, Texas. And people up in New York and stuff, I've heard eat the rats. So I don't know. There was police footage of the police busting a Haitian lady that was eating a cat. It was about, yeah. I just want to say, when people were saying, "Oh, they don't do that," I beg to differ, because I've seen it. I didn't actually see them eat them, but I've seen it where they've skinned them and left the carcasses. They cleaned them and ate them. So yeah, I believed it. A lot of people don't want to. And supposedly in Mexico they eat dogs. So I don't know. You get hungry enough, I guess you'll eat anything. If I was starving, I wouldn't really want to eat a dog or a cat, but they'd be starving to death. Anyway, I am going to get off here, and I'm going to go live again tomorrow night, and I'm not moving this microphone. Let's see. No, I don't. I won't have to move the microphone. Yeah, I know people here that eat carp. My good friend I grew up with, his grandparents had a place out at one of the lakes here, and she would pressure cook them and make patties out of them, kind of like salmon patties. They'll eat El Chapo. Yeah, is he still around, or did they kill him finally? Anyway, yeah, we're going to try this again tomorrow night and see what happens. See how it goes. But probably, if I look down, it's not going to be good. But as long as I'm like looking ahead, like I should be in the chat, it should be okay. And it's out of the frame. So we'll see how it goes. Kind of nice to be back home and back on the live streams. Nope, still sounded. I've heard the patty thing a lot with carp over together, because yeah, nope, still sounded fine with. Oh, really? Huh. Maybe it's all into position. Position it right, and it'll work good. Yeah, it's good to be back. I'm kind of miss being around here, and especially after I got the computer working again. I worried about it getting too cold. I thought, it should be fine. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. Anyhow, y'all, I will check back with y'all tomorrow night. We're going to try this microphone out, and if y'all have time, and if you do spark, you might glance through the new terms of service that I don't know if they went out nationwide or just here. You even physically, instead of just hitting agree, you had to sign it. I get this phone has a little pen thing, pencil, whatever you call it, has that little thing. So I could sign it, but you actually had to sign it. So I'm kind of curious. I haven't had a chance to read through them and see what they've changed. Used to, it was just a short list, last time they updated it, not last time, but apparently the time before, it was a lot longer. And now I don't know what it's going to be because I haven't had a chance to look. I fell asleep before my life. My water lines never froze, but I didn't think about the P-trap in my shower. It got down into single digits here, and I didn't leave a space heater on, nothing. I did open under the sink, the cabinet doors in the bathroom and in the kitchen. But I came over here a couple of different times, and it was like 36 degrees in the house. I don't think in the house it got that cold, so the lines didn't freeze. I don't know. All well and good. My mom just texted me, said, "Am I awake?" Everything. She was not feeling good earlier. My sister was sick, and now my mom is not feeling well. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Hopefully, I may be having to go to the. Yeah, I know her. She wouldn't want me to go drive to town to get her some medicine, but it's feeling bad enough she might. Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, y'all, I will check back with y'all tomorrow evening, but on the other channel, Dash and Grandpa. So we will catch y'all later. Hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. And thanks for being here and hanging out. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all.